I'm really open with my mum. I think it is because she's the same gender and she's more open. My dad's a bit more awkward and sheltered.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to talk to him about certain things that I talk to my mum about.
To the extent of relationships, it stops there. Apart from that, I tell my mum everything and my dad most things.
You filter it
A bit more with my dad. But me and my dad can have more intellectual conversations, whereas me and my mum can't. So like me and my dad do like philosophical thinking. Me and my mum do just like everyday chit chat. Yeah. If something upsets me, I don't really want. I don't want them to get worried about me, so I don't really. Yeah.
But nothing. Be like, oh, I'm fine, just because I don't want them to worry if I'm. But I'm never.
Yeah, I rarely.
Not fine.
Yeah.
It would be like a worry anyway.
I rarely get upset.
Pretty much, I talk about schoolwork, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, it's not that I don't want to. It's just that it's never been open to me, so I don't really do that.
Okay.
I'm quite open with my parents, especially my mum, because she listens to everything and she talks quite a lot. I don't tell her exactly everything, but like the majority of things I'm pretty happy with sharing with her because she's usually quite understanding and supportive. My dad also is quite similar, so yeah, I feel quite comfortable with talking to my parents a lot.
I am pretty open with my parents, but I tell them mainly everything, but there's a few things I don't tell them.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm probably more open with my mum than my dad, just because the relationship I have with my dad is different.
Yeah.
So with my mum I'm more open, and with my dad it's a bit more reserved.
My parents, like, I don't see them. I only see them for like a couple hours in the evening, and I wouldn't tell them like everything that I told you guys throughout the day. Like stuff that I tell you throughout the day are just little things that like come to my head. My mum, like, I don't know. My mum will be like, oh well, like you shouldn't worry about that. Like that's a silly thing to like think of, or like you're overthinking. Whereas with you guys, you wouldn't say that. You'd just be like.
And we're like fresher to those like parents, if they had those situations before, it's always like, oh, when I was your age. Whereas like now it's like we're all experiencing it at the same time. Yeah. So it's easier to talk about rather than talk to someone who's
and like social media, if you don't have it, they like I can see why they find it so hard to like understand, because if you don't know what it is, they don't know, like you can't really talk about it. And because we know the people that we're talking about,
like we're really aware of each other's lives anyway.
Yeah. Whereas they'd be like, oh, I don't, like they can't keep track because they haven't met half the people we're talking about.
Yeah, like my mum, like if I'll mention a name, she'll be like, who's this?
Yeah.
And then like
then
she'll
like,
ask those questions and it's like, oh, don't worry.
And it's like the point of the story is completely gone.
Yeah, I really like
time. Yeah, I think so. Sometimes it's too much shouting or misunderstanding.
Yeah.
But like he's all very classically all the time, but like one sounds a bit off.
Yeah, no, I think it's like developed. Like when I was like 12, all we did was shout because I was like,
you're like
preteen, and then you understand their point of view and you're like shouting literally gets you nowhere.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Why are you not happy?
Because I want to have a more personal relationship with them. Like I've seen them with my sister and my brother, and then they're just not like that with me. And, like, I'd like to be like, shut up. I'd like to be like that.
Yeah, I would like to be close. Like I'd like to feel more comfortable. That's what it is. Like not necessarily closer, because I feel like I am close. I know I'm close to my mum. I wouldn't say I'm not close to my dad, but I would like to feel more comfortable, like, and just be able to be more open, like as open as I am with you guys, if that makes sense.
I think it's good that we have stuff that we tell each other that we don't tell our parents.
Because that kind of brings us closer.
Because it's kind of like, oh, I can tell you guys, like, but there's going to be stuff that you don't want to tell your parents. Like it's kind of inevitable. Well, I think like with my parents, I want to be a lot closer than I am. Like if me and my mum spend time together and we actually like do something, then we talk loads. But otherwise, it's kind of just like casual like conversation. Like I wouldn't. I think because I'm not close, because I've got into like the cycle of not being close, I can't like. There's too much to catch up on, like you said, like because it kind of builds on stuff before.
Yeah. I think because my parents are like not together, like my mum's made sure that we're close. Like,
Because your
she's
mum's
done
always
that
been
on purpose.
like a friend though. It's like a different.
But like, I'm not like that with my dad. But then recently, I've been like talking to my dad more about stuff, and so that's cool.
Is your dad understanding?
I thought he would be like quite judgy about it, but like, because I thought he had like an idea of like what I was that was like different to what my mum thought of me as. But like, he's really chill about everything. So
I think my mum like really understands like my view and like the way that I feel.
Yeah.
My dad, some things like tattoos and piercings is a bit like, but that's just because of his view. But he never talks down to me. He always sees me like as
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I think because that's a different one though.
It is.
I've got the OG shadow. I don't think they would talk down to me unless I need it.
I mean, because like the relationship is different. Because with friends you're just friends, but like obviously since it's family bond, it's completely different the way they talk. So it's like they'll talk about certain things with their friends and certain things with their family as well. So obviously the more personal things they'll share with their family, but it depends how close the friends are really.
okay.
I think it depends on like how well they know the friends. So if it's someone they've known for a long time, then the things they talk about are very similar to what they talk about with me. I'm normally in the conversations. But if it's a newer friend, it's the opposite.
With me, it's kind of like if they're really close friends, they're pretty much like family, so they'll talk to them exactly the same way that they speak to me.
I wouldn't really know. I think I don't think my parents talk down to me, but they talk to me as though they are a parent. Like, it would be weird for me if my mum or my dad didn't, because that's what I'm used to.
I think my mum talks to me like she talked to one of her friends.
I think that.
But then when they're both together, they talk to me way more like so much more relaxed than when they're with people of their own age. Because they talk to family in general more relaxed.
I think my parents are quite like playful people in general.
They tease like their friends and stuff, and like they tease me too. So
I always found it really weird because me and my dad we're quite close and we talk about loads of like open stuff.
Your dad's quite understanding.
He's very understanding.
Really traditional view, like whereas my dad's really traditional. He's really judgmental. I think we have quite different views on things.
Actually,
and like we're just not close enough. Like if like it's a relationship and it's like a boyfriend, my dad would like refer to them as a friend and be like, "Oh, is your friend?" Like as though he doesn't acknowledge it.
my dad would be quite good about it. Like he'd be the one to be like, oh, does he want to come over before you go out? Or like you'd only ever talk about it if it was to do with something like my dad being in contact with him and being like, he's gonna like,
he's
like if my dad had to like drive us somewhere, then he'd like make conversation with him or like with me about him.
And I didn't tell my dad.
It wouldn't be like, so how are you feeling about this relationship? It'd just be like, it'd just be general conversation.
Well, he would ask. He'd be like, oh, you and so-and-so, all right? And but then I didn't tell him about breaking up. Like I didn't tell him when I got in a relationship or when I got out of a relationship. But my mum told my dad, and then my dad asked me like, oh, you didn't tell me that. So like, I wouldn't tell him as much about relationships as I tell my mum.